close to making that.
Man. All right, the Lindenwood faithful making some noise. Somebody's going to walk out of here with a championship trophy. Intercollegiate team championships is the enthusiasm and the intensity that's projected on virtually every shot, and you're feeling that right now, and the pressure in this ultimate third game between Lindenwood and Maryland Eastern Shore. Lindenwood with a 16-pin advantage in frame number 6. Jillian McBride. Little bounce. Ooh. Well, I have no explanation for that. I'm sure you do, but that looked like her best ball of the day.
Absolutely. It did. She got a little bit quick with it, and it double dribbled right off the approach right there. Pretty smooth, but watch the 4-pin over here. Not a very nice break when it's this hard to hit the pocket.
All right, the swamp ball comes through.
Excellent spare shooting, up by 15 pins. If they fill frames, they will force UMES to throw a 3-bagger somewhere, and those have been awfully hard to come by.
They don't even have a strike in this game. You see the maximum scores available right there. Tania Falbo began with a mark in the opening frame. We know from experience that's not going to come back, and she got a big break. Now, we thought everybody in the UMES team, but Emily's here to tell us that we haven't met everybody. Emily?
No, you haven't, actually. There's a very special member of the Maryland Eastern Shore team. His name is Barry Positive. And the girls say that whenever a player gets down or maybe a little negative, they like to hold Barry. It helps to feel better. Now, when they traveled to Columbus this week, they actually forgot Barry at home in Maryland. And he's such an important member of their team. They overnight mailed him here so that they can be with him during match play. The girls say he's their lucky charm.
Yeah, the coach is not going to let go of that, Emily, right now. Thank you very much. Natalie dressed bare for that matter. And Allie, well, we'll see if she'd be striking. Allison Pelliudot. Went left on her first shot. Not going to go left on this shot, and she'll leave the 1-2-4 behind. The 2011 USBC Youth Open is in Las Vegas, and it's coming up fast, but there's still time to register. Compete against bowlers from all over the country with divisions for all averages. Sign up at bowl.com/tournaments. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought for a second that was going to slip, but that ball held steady. So Lindenwood's lead is down a bit to just a dozen.
Where a good spare release comes in handy. Not much rotation there, very end over end. You could hear it thumping over the thumb hole on the way down. Minimized in air and let her still make it a difficult spare, and team does stay in the lead by 12.
UMES in search of its first strike in this championship match. 3. Won't cap it here unless they get really lucky. She got a lot more than I thought she was going to get, picking up the 9 count. So the lead now up to 13 for Lindenwood.
Well, we're seeing the same thing with all the players that have a little bit, that are playing a little bit left to right, in that this right lane is tighter down lane. Lots of 2-pin combinations.
Perez was one of the members of the 2008 NCAA championship team. So UMES has great experience in these championships. Looking for their first in the ITC. Now there's the full board. Winner of this match will take the championship. That's simple. Crystal Brooks picked up a spare on her first try in this game. Brooklyn. Haven't seen the Brooklyn strike yet. She leaves the 5 standing. So smiles, though, because...
All right, her first 3 shots were all on target, but this is easily 3 boards left. It comes down to the very end like this. A whole season wrapped up into 1 shot, basically, for each of these 5 players.
And they're just making pars right now. You know, that's what this is. It's a par shooting contest. Crystal gets hers.
She's a junior.
I think she was sure that one was getting back for sure. We're absolutely certain.
She's just now, I think, begun to breathe.
But essentially has done her job. As long as they keep filling frames, good count like that, they're going to force them to come up with at least a double and maybe a three-bagger.
And waiting yet to shoot two super talented bowlers. So Megan Bouja trying to get the first strike of the entire game for either school.
That's good.
Excellent shot. The first really pure shot we've seen. That's where communication comes in. Talked to her teammates, moved a little further right of the lane, and got this one up to high flush. Crosses right over the 9th board. She was waving for it to carry halfway down the lane. And that focuses the pressure back on Lindenwood's All-American, Amanda Green.
Ooh, that looked dangerous. I think she's got to be fortunate she wound up with just a 6-10.
And that would have been a huge swing split there. But now that does move the count down to 10 pins. That strike is really important as you're saving count.
Oh my.
So now the maximum is 168 for Lindenwood. UMES's max is up to 189. And here's the senior. Talk about your last chance. Christina Fram.
She's going to have to rely on her experience here. She's had a lot of struggles on this TV pair. Her ball reaction has not been nearly as good as it was through most of match play.
Brooklyn, I think she crossed that one over and got a late tap on the 7, and UMES is suddenly in the driver's seat.
Wow.
What a turnaround.
Over the number of years, how many times has it come down to a key Brooklyn for a double to win a national title?
That's all.
Not done yet. Can strike out for 168.
Lindenwood down 11.
And across. Wow. Second time that's happened to her.
So the best they can shoot now is 158. And that strike that she threw in the 10th frame was the only strike of this game for Lindenwood.
Any mark will do, assuming she gets more than about 5 pins.
And there, that's all there is for Maria Rodriguez.
Member of Team Columbia and a member of a team that may accomplish something in college bowling that has never been done before.
Left.
That's what stands between UMES and the national championship for the ITC.
I can think of a lot of spares that I want to shoot. Now the question is, are you going to sub in the left-hander to shoot this spare?
Or do you ask your anchor to do what anchors do?
Very difficult spare for either one.
What's the idea here? What do you want to do?
She's going to throw at it straight with her spare ball.
Got
my goodness. Ideally, you want the ball to go through and hit the 3 and the 9 with the 3-pin hitting the 6. She tickles the 3 into the 6, which hits the 9.
Now it's not over. They just need 3 pins. But that essentially sealed it.
There you go. That's all you need. There's your horse, Your Honor. Maryland Eastern Shore makes college bowling history. No one has ever won the NCAA and ITC in the same year.